Good morning, everyone. Hi, girls and boys. Well, first of all, wasn't that a wonderful candy caravan yesterday? Did we have a great time or what? It was so much fun seeing all of our families. Thank you so much. And thank you to our First Parish Youth Fellowship, our Good News team, our Christian education team, and also our church school teachers for handing out all that wonderful candy.
It was a lot of fun. I loved seeing everybody. I loved seeing all of the costumes and the creativity. And I loved seeing the adults in the costumes and the children in the costumes. And it was really just a great day. And I do say thank you to everyone that came down and made it such a wonderful day for our children and for us too.
For us too, yes. Well, today is a new unit, and our word for this unit is blessing. And I think Pastor Scott has our poster with the meaning on it.
I do. I put it right here, and so I can show everyone this.
Let's read it together.
Blessing all the things God provides. I'll put it right. Yes, and in addition to having a new word of the unit, which is blessing, we also have a brand new narrator, and her name is Gabby.
That's right.
And this morning she is going to tell the story of Jacob and Esau. So take it away, Gabby.
Hi friends, I'm Gabby. Come wonder with me. Our Bible story today begins with a blessing. A blessing is something that God provides. God provided an awesome blessing of 2 children to Isaac and Rebekah. Let me back up for 1 second and remind you who Isaac is. Isaac is the son of Abraham and Sarah. He was promised to them by God, and he was born when they were very old. When Isaac got older, he married Rebekah. Then Rebekah got pregnant. She doesn't have 1, but 2 babies. Isaac and Rebekah named their oldest son Esau and their youngest son Jacob. Even though they were twins, they were each unique from the very beginning. They looked really different. Esau was super hairy and Jacob wasn't. As they got older, they also had their own hobbies and enjoyed different things. Even though they were different, they were both special. This story reminds me of me and my siblings. We are all very different too. I think that sometimes we can forget those differences are an awesome part of who we are. My brother loves football, but I love soccer. My sister's favorite food is spaghetti, but my absolute favorite is tacos. I love theater, and my siblings think it's boring. We are all different, but we are all still family. More importantly, all of us are special and unique. It's hard being different sometimes. We have to remember, though, that even with these differences, we can still be a family, whatever your family may look like. Each of us is special. We have our own looks, we like certain things, and we don't like other things. I think my favorite thing about myself is that I'm a really good friend, and I can always think of a fun game for me and my friends to play. We all are unique in our own way, just like Jacob and Esau. Now it's your turn to wonder.
Whoa! So that was great. Gabby did a great job telling the story of Jacob and Esau. And just as a refresher course for all, you remember for the last 4 weeks, we've been talking about Abraham and Sarah and the blessing and the promise of God to have a son. And so their son was Isaac. And Isaac and his wife Rebekah also prayed to God for a blessing. And God blessed them. And they had twins, Jacob and Esau. And now, as we heard in the story, they were very different boys. Esau had red curly hair, and Jacob had a different complexion and straight dark hair, and they were also very different. And what we're going to learn in the coming weeks, boys and girls, is that Jacob and Esau did not always get along with one another, and they competed for their parents' attention and their affection. But we'll hear more about that in the coming weeks.
So today, girls and boys, you might be meeting Jacob and Esau. Well, you will be meeting them, but in your activity book. Or you might be doing a word search, Or you might be learning some really cool facts about twins and writing down some thoughts about twins. Now, did you know that we have a pair of twins in our church school? That's right. Their names are Cassie and Chloe Remillard. And they're going to share with us a little bit about the good in being a twin and the not so good. So take it away.
The best thing about being a twin is having my best friend by my side and having twice as many toys and clothes, and I'm never alone. And the bad thing about being a twin is that people mix us up and call us the wrong names, and we're always having a competition with each other.
Thank you so much, Cassie and Chloe. We really appreciate that.
Great job.
That
Super
was
job.
really good. So whatever you're working with today in your activity book, remember, have fun with that.
That's right.
And don't forget, your family activity book has lots of wonderful ideas. And there are also in your packet was this paper with the word blessing on it, our word for this unit. Why don't you color it for us and send us a picture, okay? I think it's time for a prayer. What do you think, Pastor Scott?
I think so, but before I say a prayer, I'm actually going to talk about the blessing and the spiritual practice for this week. And I think it's a really great one, everyone, because the spiritual practice asks you to tell somebody that they are a blessing to you. And I think that's really important because so many times we don't tell the people in our lives who are special to us that they are a blessing to us. And so that's a great spiritual practice for you to do today and all through the week. Find someone and tell them that they are a blessing in your lives. Now let's have a word of prayer. Gracious and loving God, we thank you for this day and for every day, and we thank you for every blessing that you give to us. We thank you for the blessing of life. We thank you for the blessing of love. And we thank you for the blessing of people who care for us and take care of us. We thank you for the stories of our ancestors, of Abraham and Sarah and Isaac and Rebekah and Jacob and Esau. And we thank you for the lessons that Jesus taught us. Let us all say amen together, can we? Amen.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Have a great week.